young man as well. Young black girls rock, and then we got a young light-skinned male. Now, but he's a black guy. But I like to crack jokes and keep it going. But I just want everybody to be aware and just conscious of what's going on in the world today. There's so many different things going on. We have the fires blazing out in California, and we have to pray for these people and just send them good vibes, because if it were you, you would want somebody praying for you, and you would want somebody trying to help you. So let's think about our brothers and sisters that are out in California. I mean, because we're talking about mankind. Mankind, men, women, we're all the same kind. It doesn't matter where we come from, and they're in need, so we have to make sure that we send up prayers for them. But we're going to have a good show for you tonight. I'm ready to get started. We're going to get going. First of all, let me say thank you and hello to my sponsors and my executive producer, Jamani and Amdi. Thank you so much for making this happen. Michael D. Ballard, my man Marcus Pfizer, my new intern, Reggie Evans, and I want to make sure I say what's up to my man KO. KO, we've been at this for a long time. I appreciate all of your well wishes and all of the help you give me. It's a blessing, and I appreciate it. And all of the help you give me, it's a blessing, and I appreciate you, brother. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the show started with a young lady who's very talented. She's gonna come in here and she's gonna do a piece for her, and then we're gonna sit down and we're gonna interview her, because this show tonight, if you have a child that inspires to be an actress or an actor or a singer or a musician, anything in the entertainment business, you need to be watching this show tonight with your child, because you're gonna learn what it takes to get it done and be in it. So without further ado, everybody please welcome Miss Izzy Rose. There you go, young lady. The stage is yours. The stage is yours.
Why do I have to be the one to bring Granny a basket of goodies? Why can't my mom do it? It's her mother after all. Truth is, I know why my mother doesn't want to go. Granny's as mean as a snake. I'm not even kidding. That crazy old woman made me scrub her floors with a toothbrush and cut her lawn with scissors. Oh, and did I mention that her property is 2 acres? I thought grannies were supposed to give you cookies and presents and kiss your scrapes and scratches. Last year, I broke my leg playing on the swing in her backyard. I screamed and yeah, she came running out asking if I was alright. I said, I think I broke my leg. And what did she do? She said, walk it off. I'm sorry, what? Yep, that's right. That woman broke my childhood. Whatever. Here we are. Wait, is that a wolf on her doorstep? He sees me. What do I do? What do I do? Don't panic! Hi-ya! I can't believe it. I just scared that wolf away. They should call me Big Bad Red from now on. Oh no. The basket. He took the basket! I can't go into Granny's house without the basket! Oh shoot. She just saw me. I have to go in. Hi, Granny! Oh, this is going to be like stepping into a minefield. Well, here goes nothing.
Good job. Good job. Good job. So everybody, Miss Izzy Rose. You want to sit down and have an interview with me?
Yes.
Can somebody bring the chair in over there? I'll bring this one in. I'm gonna help you up because you're so tall.
Hi.
There you go. Come on, jump up. Ready? Oh, there it is. Uncle Simba will help her up. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Let me move you over here. Oh, hold on. Oh, there you go. All right. So, how you doing?
I'm doing very good.
How old are you?
I am 9 years old.
You're 9 years old.
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
9 going on 99?
No.
Okay, 9. She's 9. So, Izzy Rose, you're an actress, right?
Yes.
And a singer.
Yes.
When did you start acting?
I started acting about 2.5 years ago. I was 7.5, and it was really because I told my mom when I was little all the time. I was like, I want to be on TV. I want to be like that girl, like on Dora the Explorer.
Oh wow, Dora the Explorer. Okay. So that's good. And the thing I like about that is with kids, it's always so precious to see when you guys have heroes and people you look up to outside of your mom and your dad and your big brothers and sisters, because it shows that you can see things and you can aspire to be something and you can go for it. And I like the fact that you went for it.
Yeah.
The thing I like about it, and everybody say, I can be an actor, I can do it, I can do it. But they don't understand that there comes work with this. What happens when you book a gig and you have school? What happens?
Well, I have to do my homework on the bus. I have to do a lot of things that I have to do for school, like on the bus and because it's late, so then I have to go to bed, so I can't do it later. And then if I don't finish it on the bus, I do it on the bus right there.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do it any other time because I'm busy.
So this is a commitment.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not just all fun and glitter when you become an actress or an actor. Like, there's work that goes behind it. And I think that's what people need to see. Like when I talk about young black girls rock. I have a daughter, and she's 15 now. But I remember when she was your age, and I used to always encourage her to do whatever she wanted to do. And because of that, now she's away at school, in high school. And what I like about what I see with you is you're passionate about what you're doing. You really love it.
Yeah.
Like you get into it.
Yeah.
Like hi-ya.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what you said?
No.
What'd you say? Oh, that's it. So let me ask you, what are you working on now?
I am working on a musical called Gypsy that I'm in, and it is at the Page Center of the Arts, and it is a really cool show, and it's really fun to be able to be like, adorable. And I have a lot of props.
Well, modesty is not one of her shortcomings. You are adorable, though.
Yeah.
So one thing we like to do here on the Simeon Henderson Show, we like to teach the kids. So when someone tells you you're adorable, say thank you.
Okay.
Say thank you.
Okay.
So you're adorable.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Look, it's adorable. We got to teach them, right? No, it's okay. You have to have confidence, though. I want you to have confidence. But see, with people, they're like, oh man, look at Izzy. She thinks she all that, which you are. But you always want to show people that they can be just as good as you. They might not be better than you, but they can be just as good as you, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. It's a musical.
Yeah.
Are you singing in it?
Yes.
Can you give me a little bit of one of the songs?
Uh-huh.
Because I heard you could sing. I wasn't sure.
Okay. Let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. Let me do a few tricks. Some old and then some new tricks. I'm very versatile. And if you're real good, I'll make you feel good. I want your spirits to climb. So let me entertain you. Woo! And we'll have a real good time. Yes, sir. We'll have a real good time.
Dun dun. Was that good? Yeah. Everybody give it up for So I got the chills. That made me feel good. It's so funny. Because you know what I thought about when I heard you singing that, right? You know who Annie is?
No.
Little Orphan Annie?
No.
Yeah, she's young. I'm sorry. You know who Little Orphan Annie is.
No.
Little Annie with the freckles, the hair. Annie. And whatever. So we're going to keep going. If she don't know who Annie is, I'm not going. So Annie, I think you know who she is. You're just not getting it now. But everybody watching, the older people, they know who Annie is. And listening to you, I remember being a young boy and watching TV and hearing the girls sing like you're singing now. And you never really saw young girls of color. And that's what I love about having you, Courtney, and Haley on my show, is the fact that now you get to see young people of color doing their thing and getting exposure. And your voice is amazing. It's very, how long have you been singing?
I don't even know.
Since you were 2?
Probably longer than that.
Oh wow, okay. So you came out singing.
Yeah, basically.
Wham was your first song?
Yeah, probably.
So let me ask you this. What's something that you want to tell all of the young people watching? The parents are going to listen. But what do you want all of the young people to know about being an actress?
Okay, so if you really want to be an actress, it's not all fun, rainbows. There's like some things that you have to learn that you have to do. And if you're ready to do all of that, you can. And if you're not, you should keep practicing and keep getting ready so that when you get there, you'll be able to do it.
I couldn't have said that better myself. My girl. Everybody, Miss Izzy, she is in Gypsy. It's playing right now, right?
Yeah.
Where is it at? Do you know?
It is at the Ruth Page Center at the Arts.
And what days do you perform?
I perform until December 29th.
December 29th. The Ruth Page Center for the Arts. Check out Gypsy. Go see my girl, Izzy Rose. I'm her new uncle, everybody. So now I'm Uncle Simbo. And go see, she like, Mama. No, I'm just So go see Izzy Rose, and she's going to amaze you. The cast is great. The show is good. Gypsy is a great show. So I want you guys to go out and support this little adorable, look, she's so adorable. I love your hair. And she will entertain you. And Izzy Rose, thank you so much for sharing your monologue with us. And also doing that song. And we now know that this young black girl, she rocks. Everybody, give a hand to the one and only Miss Izzy Rose. Ooh, there you go. So, if you just tuned into the show, you just missed Miss Izzy Rose. So you're gonna have to go back and watch it when it comes back up. But we're doing the show today, and it's called Young Black Girls Rock. What I endeavor to do is I want to show America, I want to show the world how talented these young people are. And if you have a child that inspires or desires to be in the business, it takes work. And these kids, they have made the commitment to be successful in education and in their home, as well as on the screen or on the stage or when they're singing. But it takes work. And as you see these kids come up here today, you're going to learn that it takes work. We have some more coming up for you, so stay tuned. I'm going to bring in our next guest. But before, I want to say thank you to all my sponsors, everybody that supports the Simeon Henderson Show. Last night, we were at the Godfrey Hotel for the ABFF 2019 kickoff industry buzz party, and it was off the chain. It was brought to you by Randy Crumpton, Dorian Miner, Michelle Hayes, James Ramos, Mr. Jeff Friday was there, who started the whole thing with the ABFF, also Eric LaSalle, and a host of other people, and it was just awesome. And the Simeon Henderson Show covered it, so you'll see pictures from it and everything. But I want you guys to tighten up and get ready for some more entertainment by some of our young people. Next, I'm going to bring up to the platform Miss Courtney, and she is going to wow us with her ability. I'm not going to tell you what she's going to do. We're going to just bring it in here, and we're going to let her play and sing and do whatever she does, and we're going to sit down and talk to her about being a young black girl that rocks. So, without further ado, I want you guys to welcome the one and only Miss Courtney. Everybody, give it one more time for Courtney. So Courtney tricked me, y'all. I thought Courtney was about to sing. Okay, Courtney, here, let me get you your seat. See, I gotta do everything around here. See that? There you go, Courtney. Have a seat, darling. Can you get up there?
Yeah.
Get on up there. So, Courtney, what did you just play for us?
Moonlight Sonata.
Moonlight Sonata, right? So, what are you doing right now? Are you in a production?
I'm in a production called Red,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just finishing a production called Made in His Image.
Made in His Image. The movie? Oh, that's Anna's movie, right?
Mhm.
Anna. That's her movie, right?
Yeah.
How was that? What was it like working on that movie? Because this movie was about bullying, right? And we were talking about young black girls rock. One of the problems that's been going on with our young kids is this whole color barrier thing. You know, you're dark like me. We're chocolate. Chocolate is beautiful. Everybody want to be us now. Light skin is out right now. Sorry, light skin people. We got a few of them on the show today, but it's okay. We love them. We love them. But so right now we're in. Chocolate is in. But it's one of those things that we really have to pay attention to. And you being a young black girl at rock, what has been some of the ups and downs for you as a young actress?
So, of course, it is hard doing all these auditions because I'm an actress. And also because when I'm doing some of my auditions, most of them aren't the happiest.
Okay.
Like,
Meaning?
some of the auditions I do have to cry.
Okay.
So that does get kind of hard for me because I can't really cry on the spot.
Mhm.
But I've been trying my best. And a few hours ago, I just cried when I was doing one of my auditions
Okay.
and finished that up, and it was really good.
So let me ask you, what do you do to cry? I pluck a nose hair. What do you do?
I think about sad things.
Okay, but you know if you pluck a nose hair, the tears come out fast.
Yeah.
Because that hurts. I did that the first time I ever did that. It was hilarious. I couldn't cry for anything. And someone's like, oh, just pluck a nose hair. And I'm like, and I did it. And I'm like, that is so crazy. Why would I do that? But I cried. And then one time I cut up an onion. Like literally I cut up an onion on set so I could cry. Is that crazy? Like people don't understand what we go through as actors. Like we have to do all this crazy stuff. But when you go on an audition, what is your mindset? Are you because what I want people to understand, I want people to understand the commitment and the time and the effort that goes into this. Because everybody see, and it's so funny, I see it all the time, and you know how it is. Your friends see you on TV, they see you in the movie, they see you in the production, and what's the first thing they say?
Wow, that's you?
And what else?
Can't believe she doing that.
And what's another thing they say? I can do that. Don't they say that? Do they say it? All the time. And what do you say when they say that?
Oh, really?
I like it. Oh, really? No, but they don't understand what you mean when you say, oh, really, because it takes time. You have to practice, right? I mean, you can go on like 10 auditions and not get one call back, right? Even 20. And then you'll go on the 21st one and you get it. But that takes perseverance, it takes commitment, and it takes staying focused. And as how old are you now?
10 years old.
10 years old. Izzy was 9, and now we got 10. And I think Haley is like 13 now. I think she's 13 now. But you're young. And all of these no's, it could get to a point where you're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Right? But you're not doing that. You're still going forward. What makes you push forward to be your best? Not only in school, but at home with your family and as an actress.
Maybe because if I just believe I can do it, I'll do it. So I would just talk to myself and be like, I can do this, there's no problem with it. And have to stay committed and be patient.
That's what I'm talking. See, that's what I got. One question. When you talk to yourself, do you answer yourself?
No.
Thank you. Woo, Jesus. I was about to say, now we're gonna have to have a whole nother show. No, no, it's funny you said that because I was talking to somebody, and I said something about talking to myself, and it was a white guy too. He's like, well, my grandma always said, as long as you don't answer yourself, you okay. So I said, I talk to myself all the time. But you have to encourage yourself, because when no one else encourages you, what are you gonna tell yourself? How are you gonna push yourself? And it's so cool. I'm sitting here with a 9 and a 10-year-old, and you guys speak so eloquently, and you're so well spoken. And that's what I love. Because, you know, People think that young people can't articulate the way they need to, and they can't speak on a mature level. And the fact that you guys are doing this is what I want to showcase. I want people to see, not just adults on the show and what they're doing. I want them to see what you're doing, you know, because it takes work, and you're putting in the work. What's something that you want the people to know about you?
It's not always easy to act. That's a known reason for some people. And also, sometimes I feel like I just don't want to do acting anymore. But
Mhm.
I just keep doing it, and either I get booked or I don't. I just know that the next audition I'll maybe get booked, so I have a lot of hope.
So you just said something that was very important. I don't want to miss this teachable moment. You said sometimes you feel like not acting anymore. Why?
Because I don't really get booked that much whenever I do all of my auditions.
Mhm.
So sometimes I kind of lose hope, but then I know if I just keep trying, I'll get booked again.
See, that's what I'm talking about. And you know what I want you to always remember? And Izzy, I know you can hear me too. And everybody in here, always remember two things. Remember who you are and whose you are. When you know that, all of those knows, you ever take vitamins?
Sometimes.
Vitamin C? What do you know what vitamins, what they're made for? What are they supposed to do?
Make you stronger.
That's right. And the more vitamins you take, the stronger you get. The more you build up your immune system, right? That's a good thing. So I challenge you, and Izzy, I challenge you, know your vitamin. Because if you make it your vitamin, the more no's you get, it makes you stronger and prepares you for that what? That yes. You
Sometimes,
get that?
in my old school,
Mhm.
I used to say yet. Like, yet is something that you would probably not get something. Just wait until you get it.
Yeah. So if people say, "Hey, did you book a role on this show?" and you say, "Oh, I haven't booked it yet," that means that it's coming. So that yet, we're gonna take off that T and put an S there, and it's gonna be your yes, right? Y'all so adorable. I love y'all. So you look like my niece. Her name is Jania. I have a picture when she has those pigtails. When I say you look like her, it's scary. I was like, when I saw you, I was like, Jania just went back 10 years. Because I think she's 19 or 20 now. But I just appreciate you coming on the show and sharing your thoughts, your feelings, your talent with us. Because being able to play the keyboard and the piano, that's a great feat in itself. And that's going to open up doors for you because now you and Izzy, you become a triple threat. You know why? Because you can sing, you can dance, you can act, right? Actually a quadruple threat because you're smart. And actually a pinball threat because you rock.
Duh.
Did she just dumb you? This is what you have to expect when you have kids on your show. They're gonna keep it real. And I'm kind of cool though. I'm kind of cool.
Okay.
I'm kind of cool. Everybody, this is Courtney. Courtney, can anybody follow? Can they follow you on your Instagram so they can see your work and Facebook and things like that? Because you're a public figure. You're an actress. Where can they find you at?
Instagram.
What is it?
I think it's Courtney Moses 0718.
You hear that? Courtney Moses 0718. So if you and her mom monitors her stuff. So be nice, okay? And her mom, I met her mom. Her mom don't play. All right? And Izzy mom don't play either. And you, this next person, Haley, I know her mom don't play because I work with her. So, but I thank you so much for coming out. And I just want to encourage you to continue to be strong, to continue to rock, and continue to show the world how powerful and talented you really are. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
She gonna do it. I know she gonna do it. So everybody, one more time, give it up for Miss Courtney Moses and the Simeon Henderson. Thank you, Courtney. I appreciate you so much. All right, hop on down. There you go. So everybody, we're having a good time with the kids today, and I want you guys to make sure you're watching, make sure you share. If you have kids, make sure your kids are watching, make sure your friends' kids are watching. Let's get the word out, and let's showcase our children's talents and let them know that they can be whatever they want to be, they can do whatever they want to do. All they have to do is stay faithful and focused, consistent and committed, and know who and whose they are, and the talents will just overrun. And the next people I have coming on, you guys are in for a treat. So the next young lady, Haley, she decided to bring her crew. And when I say her crew, I mean her siblings. So not only is she talented, but then she has a brother and a sister, and even her mom is talented. And they all came out and just bum rushed my show. And her mom was like, look, Simeon, we're going to do it like this. And I was like, okay, Monica, whatever you need. But I want them, they're going to come forth and they're going to perform a piece for you guys. And I want you guys to pay attention because it's powerful. They're going to give it all they got and they're going to show you how powerful it is. So you guys tune in right now. Make sure you're getting ready. Put your best listening ears on. Put your kids in front of the computer, the phone, whatever it is you're watching the Simeon Henderson show on right now. Because I want to introduce to you the Alexanders. Bring your chair.
Lord, why'd you make me black? Why'd you make me someone the world wants to hold back? Black is the color of dirty clothes, the color of grimy hands and feet. Black is the color of darkness, the color of tired reading the streets.
Why do I have thick lips, a broad nose, and kinky hair? Why'd you make me someone who receives the hatred stare?
Black is the color of a bruised eye when someone gets hurt. Black is the color of darkness. Black is the color of dirt.
Why is my bone structure so thick? My hips and cheeks are high? How come my eyes are brown and not the color of the daylight sky?
Why do people think I'm useless? Why do I feel so used? Just don't understand. What is it about my skin? Why do people want to hate me, not know the person within?
Black is what people are listed when others want to keep them away. Black is the color of shadows cast. Black is the end of the day. Lord, do you know my own people mistreat me? And I know this just ain't right. They don't like my hair or the way I look. They say I'm too dark.
Or too light.
Lord, don't you think it's time for you to make a change? Why don't you redo creation and make everyone the same?
Why did I make you black? Why did I make you black? Look around and tell me, what do you see? I didn't make you in the image of darkness. I made you in the likeness of me. I made you from the rich, dark earth that grows the food you need. Your color is the same as the panther's, known for her beauty and speed. Your color is the same as the black stallion, such a majestic animal is he. I didn't make you in the image of darkness. I made you in the likeness of me. Your hair is the texture of a lamb's wool. Such a humble little creature is he. I am the shepherd who watches them. I am the one who will watch over thee. You are the color of the midnight sky. I put the stars glitter in your eyes. And there's a smile hidden behind your pain. That's the reason your cheeks are high. You are the color of the dark clouds form when I send my strongest weapon. I made your lips full, so when you kiss the one you love, they will remember. Your stature is strong, bone structure thick to withstand the burdens of time. The reflection you see in the mirror, the image looking back at you, is mine.
Woo! Yes!
Okay, we're gonna do something different. Move those chairs out the way. Not you, the young man. Move those out the way. So, come on over here. We're gonna squeeze on in together. There you go, right there. Y'all brothers and sisters. So y'all used to it. Okay, so here we go. Can you see all of us? Can you see all of us? Here we go. So I'm gonna let them bombard your interview for a few minutes. Cause I want to get to this little brother sister thing. Can you see us good? Gotcha. Okay, everybody. You're looking at the Alexanders, the talented trio. Two girls and one boy. Who's the oldest?
I am.
You're
I'm 16.
So you tell everybody who you are.
Hi, my name is Roy Alexander. I'm 16 years old, and I'm an Alexander.
My name is Joseph Alexander. I'm 15 years old, and I'm an Alexander.
I'm Haley. I'm 13, and I'm an Alexander.
So here we go. So before we kick them off at your interview, let's have some fun with them. So what is it like being in this household? Is it competitive?
Yes. Yes, but in a good way. It's like friendly competition.
So I can see it. Like I know you guys go on a lot of auditions. I know your mom, Monica, great lady. And what is it like when you guys come home, and nobody's booked anything, right? And then what is it like when you come home and you've booked?
Ooh. Well, when we don't book anything, we support each other always, no matter what. So it's kind of okay, we can keep going. You know, that was one audition, more will come. But when we book something, whew.
It's like bragging.
Right.
More money,
right.
more money, Get those gym shoes I wanted. I get them clothes I wanted. But so that's cool. And trust me, I know the feeling of booking. And you got. I know you're SAG. You got SAG?
Joseph and I aren't.
You not yet, but you
Not
will
yet.
be. So they don't know about those residual checks yet. When you sit at home chilling, or you come home from school and you got some mail, and it says Screen Actors Guild, and you open, you're like, oh, I got some money. But you'll get that. Don't worry. And but let me ask you this. So how long? Start with you at the end, Joseph. How long have you been acting?
I've been acting for around 6 years.
6. And what has that journey been like for you?
Well, it all started in a remote acting class in the Croc Center.
At the Crocs, okay.
Funny story, really. These two were already in the acting class. They were doing great. And they were giving out free food to all the actors, because, they're actors, they need to eat before the
Right,
big
okay.
play. I was like, well, can I have some food? You have to be an actor. I became an actor.
He became an actor because he's greedy.
Right.
In a nutshell, he's greedy. He became an actor. That is a funny story. You're right. So what about you?
Well, we've been doing stage theater for about 6 years. We started at the Croc Center, and currently Joseph and I are both at the Black Ensemble Theater.
Yes.
So stage
With Jackie
theater
Taylor.
is something. Yes, Jackie Taylor. So stage theater is something we're still doing to this day, and it's also one of our that's our wood. That's our starting point right there. And it was such an amazing break for us, because that's when we all learned what our real passion was, and to have all the same passion as my brother and sister was also a very supportive thing, and it was amazing. And then we've been doing TV and film for about 2 years now, and that's something it was great to have this acting background. It's a little different, like you calm everything down, it's not so big.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Very.
But it's always a learning experience to have this passion, and you know what you want to do, and you know how to get there, and you have the help from your whole family. It's great.
And the cool thing is, people don't understand, I got my ground roots in theater. In theater, it's live. I always say it's live, not Memorex. There's no cut, there's no do-over. When you're on that stage and you're going, it's it. And I'll never forget this. I was doing a play at the Victory Garden Theater. When I tell you, me and my scene partner, we were in the scene, I forgot like 2 pages. I went blank. But here comes my improvisational skills. Nobody in that audience knew what was, they were in the moment, right? And he was professional enough to go with me. And when we got off the stage, we looked at each other and he said, what happened? But nobody, that was one of the most talked about scenes, because you had to be in the moment. And that's the thing about theater. When you get in that moment, you're there and you have to take every beat and you go. And so that's the cool thing about you being in there. And that's why when you get to TV and movies, you're so polished. And the only thing we have to do is tone it down. It doesn't have to be big and loud all the time. We just tone it down, and then we let our talents shine through. So I applaud you guys for being able to do that and being in it, and not only being in it, but being true to it. Because you guys are young teenagers and you're in school. So you have to balance school with the job, with the arts, and learning scripts and learning your English or social studies or history to take a test. So, but we got them on the memorization thing. That's good. That's one good thing about actors. So I thank you guys for coming in and sharing that piece with us. And what was the name of that piece again?
Lord, why did you make me black?
Lord, why did you make me black? Young black girls rock, along with the young light-skinned guy. So everybody, give it a one more time for the Alexanders. So now, I'm gonna excuse you two, and I'm gonna sit here with my baby, Miss Haley. So, Miss Haley, so I just met your brother and sister, but me and you got history.
Right.
So we're gonna slide on over. Oh, he took both of them.
All right.
So you know what? We'll do it. You know what? You want to do it? No, we'll do it this style. We'll do it this style. So here we go.
I can get this.
So Haley, my girl, what's up? Good to see you. So Haley and I, we just did a film together in St. Louis called The Other Foot, and it was dope.
Yes.
We had a ball. If me and her weren't playing some game, she was playing with somebody else, running around doing, I don't know what she's doing. And then me and Monica, we run around talking about people.
I know, right? Oh.
It was so much fun. But now, Haley, here we go. This is about you right now and what you're doing, how you're doing it, and what's inspiring you to continue to grow in this business, because we know it's not easy. And not only is it not easy, but now here you are. You're in 8th grade now?
Yes.
Right? You're the same age as my son. So you're in 8th grade now. And now you're getting ready for Constitution, you're getting ready to graduate, you're actively involved, and then now here you are, this actress who's been booking like Chicago PD, The Shy, and all of these different shows you're booking. This is taking you away from school sometimes. How do you juggle this?
Well, at the beginning of 8th grade, I was in school and stuff, and it was I was like struggling a little bit because I had so many auditions and stuff. And it was to the point where I had to become homeschooled. So now I'm homeschooled, and it's way easier because I can do my homework on the computer to an audition, and to go on set, I can just bring my computer.
Right.
But when I was in school, it was like tricky because I was missing so many days. I would have to like do catch-up work, and when it was time for a test, I had to like make up and stuff like that, and it became a struggle.
Yeah, it becomes tedious. And that's where your mom comes in. Your mom being such a support system where, is it me or is it hot in here? Good Lord, Jesus. It's hot. But so what you have to do, you having your mom as that support system. Now, she took on, because she has to monitor you when you're homeschooled, right?
Yes.
Right? Does she get paid for that? No.
No.
Exactly, that's my point. So my point is, she's making it a point to push you and your brother and sister in your career, and she's supporting you guys to the point where you can do it, which is so very important. But what I like about this is the fact that you saw something that you have a passion for. And the same with Izzy and Courtney. You guys have a passion, and your brother and sister, you guys have a passion for this. And now you decided, hey, Mom, Dad, this is what I really, really want to do. But you've proven yourself. So now they've given you the platform and the leeway to go forth in your craft and in your gifts. What is it like? What is it like now? So you're homeschooled, and I know you had friends.
Yeah.
I know you have friends. So how is that? And because I want to know, and people want to know, how do you still balance work with school and your family and still having friends?
Well, I miss my friends, but I can like FaceTime with them and schedule like play dates and stuff like that. But now I have like casting friends.
Of course.
And
Right,
I mostly
Casting friends, casting uncles, casting.
I see them more than I saw my school friends, and so I got like more attached to them.
Right.
And it was like I don't know. It was weird because my friends would be confused about what I was doing, and why I was missing some of school.
Mhm.
And my casting friends would I don't know. It was just weird having two sets of friends
Yeah.
in different places.
But it's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. And then your friends at school, you say, man, if y'all want to see me turn on the TV tonight on
Right.
Channel 5 at 9 o'clock, you'll see me going across.
Right.
So it's cool. So now, are all you guys homeschooled? Or just you?
I'm just homeschooled.
Okay, so that means you doing all the work right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to get them some work too. We got to get them some work. Okay, we got to get them some work. But you know what? The cool thing about it is, by your sister and your brother being in the business as well, what happens is the more somebody's going to continue to grow, somebody's going to get to a point before the other one. And the thing I love about your relationship is that you can pull your brothers and sisters in. Heck, you can maybe pull me in one day,
Right.
or I'll pull you in one day. But that's the nucleus of the family and the business and being true to it. We support each other, we uplift each other, and when there's something going on, we let each other know. And that's like how you guys came on the show. I told your mom, I said, you know I have to have my girl on the show. Your mom is so funny. I gotta tell this, because this for all the parents. Y'all trip me out. This girl gonna tell, I could call her that because she like my sister. This girl gonna she told me the whole format of my show. I said, Monica, you do realize this is my show?
Right.
I'm like, okay. But because I respect her so much, she knows that she can say things to me and give me suggestions. And that's what it's about. No matter where you get to or where you're going, you always have to have a listening ear. And you have to be willing to take advice, to take criticism, constructive criticism. And I'll tell you guys this, all the kids listening and watching, when someone gives you criticism, constructive criticism, if they don't also tell you how you should do it or give you avenues or suggestions of what you can do and how you can get it, then they're just talking. Because if you're going to give me some information, give me some information.
Right.
Right? And you know what I'm saying. So let me ask you this. The last project you just did, was it The Chi or was it Chicago PD? What was the last thing you just did?
Recently, I got booked on a new pilot, so that's like my most recent.
Okay.
And we're scheduling a table read for it and stuff. And my brother's actually in it with me.
What?
So we're like brother and sister in it.
And that's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
That's gonna be some real fighting on set.
Yeah. But it was really exciting when we both got booked for it. And I don't know, that's like my most recent is the pilot. But I've also did The Chi and New Comedy Central and things like that.
South Side?
Yes.
Yeah, South Side. And then what about the movie that you were in with me? What was that like working with me? I cracked myself up, yo. What was that like working with me? Working with Simeon? What was it like working with Simeon?
Cool because you're such a great actor, and when I was like acting and seeing you, like because we were like in the same scene, and when you're doing your scene, I was just so like I don't know surprised, and I was like it was just like really entertaining, and you're such a great actor, and it was easier for me to act because you were acting so well, and I was like feeding off of you. So with my set mother, it was easier for us to like do the scene because you were doing the scene good.
That's cool. And see, that's how we support each other. And it makes me feel good to know I support you because I watched you. And I was like, look, she is such a little professional. And I watch your work, and I think that's cool, but that's what we have to do. We have to support each other, and we feed off of that energy. So if you guys ever get into acting, and I'm sure the little people can attest to this, sometimes you feed off someone's energy. Like Izzy, when you're doing a musical and somebody's singing and they going in, I know you're like, oh, I can't wait till it's my turn. It's like playing double dutch. You can't wait to jump in, right? And that's the cool thing about the business. But I really admire you because I've seen the work that you put in. And it's so tripped out, people don't understand. When you see a young actress or a young actor, you see them and sometimes they look more mature. And that's because they have to be more focused. They're always hanging around adults and things like that. So you're still a kid, but there's times when you have to be mature because of your job. And what is that like?
Well, it definitely makes me more mature. Like my schedule, like my everyday schedule is different now. like I'll do my homeschool and then I'll stretch hours for dance, and I'll practice my craft like acting. And it's different because like with my regular school, when I used to go to school, it was easier because I could like play, and I don't know, it was like I could play in class and I could do my work at the same time. But now I'm more focused and I'm just working on my craft and I'm really trying to get better and stuff.
Now I want to ask you a question. You got to be honest. What time do you get up in the morning?
Well, sometimes I'm supposed to get up at like 8:30.
Oh wow.
Sometimes I wake
Sleep
up
later.
I sleep later and I get up at like 9:30. But I get all my work done, so it's okay.
Girl, do you know half of my day is over by 9:30? And then, what is it like for your sister and brother? Because they still in regular school.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, look
I
at
don't-
her,
sometimes-
just laying there on her last dream
Right.
while walking out, going to school. Last dream.
Sometimes I don't even see them go. I'm just in the bed and they just go. I'm like, oh, they left. Like,
Y'all know I'm crazy. I like to have fun, and then they over there cracking up. But, but that's I know. But you get your work done.
yes.
You get your work done. You get up and you get about your day, and then everything is all good. So, so did you ever play any sports?
I did cheerleading.
That's a
and
sport.
That's a sport.
That's a sport. Now, it's a sport. What?
I also do tumbling, so
Okay.
like I do like, I kind of do gymnastics,
Mhm.
but sure like tumbling. And I did cheerleading at my school,
Mhm.
and that's like my sportiness.
That's what's up. And you said you stretch, but do you work out like jumping jacks, burpees, push-ups?
I like
Leg
the-
lift, squats,
Yeah, I
all
do
that.
squats with like the weights.
With weights? You
Yeah.
use weights? Girl, you gotta get out of here. You weigh like 25 pounds.
And I have like this stretch band,
Mm-hmm.
and so I like stretch my leg over, and I do like over splits every day.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about splits.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
And yeah, because I'm a dancer, so I have to like.
Your mama is so funny. to me. She is so funny.
Yeah.
Everybody, y'all cannot see what I can see. This lady is back there doing ballet. Making sure she reminds you that she's a dancer.
She just
She's
left
like,
New
she's like
York.
New York.
She
I'm like,
just
did you
left
say you're a
New
dancer,
York.
please? No, but but the whole point of the show today, everybody that's watching, you've seen Izzy, you've seen Courtney, you've seen the Alexanders, and now you're sitting here with myself and Haley, and you get to see a behind-the-scenes look at what it's really like to be in the business. And like I said, it's Young Black Girls Rock, and we had two young men on the show, Joseph and me, and but it's one of those things where we have to continue not only to educate everyone on what we do and how we do it, but also encourage people, because if you desire to be an actor or actress or a doctor or a lawyer, a singer, whatever it is, go for it. Because if you don't go for it, it'll never happen. It all starts with a dream. It all starts with a vision. Because I'm pretty sure, like, you saw acting and you imagined yourself doing it
Yes.
one day. And what was that like?
Well, I was watching Disney Channel, of course.
Of course.
And I just look at this, like some people on it, and I'm like, that could be me. Like,
Mhm.
if I work hard enough, that could be me, or that could be my siblings.
Mhm.
And my mom is very supportive of me, and I'm so glad. Like, I have a very nice support system, like my mom and my dad, that drive me places and stuff, so I knew it could happen. And I'm pretty sure, I think it was my mom,
Mhm.
she asked me if I wanted to go to the Croc Center for
Mhm.
things, and
Right.
they had like a list of what you could do.
Yes.
And I chose acting, theater, because that's what I wanted to do, and I knew it would get bigger and bigger, and I could do it because of my mom and my dad.
There you have it. Young Black Girls Rock. Tonight, it's so funny when you get in a position like this, and my goal is to stay true to who I am. I'm a motivator, I'm an educator, I'm an entertainer, and I always want to give a platform to the people. And that's why the show is called Giving a Voice to the People, because people need to hear your story. I have so many stories coming up, and it's young people, it's older people, it's people who've changed their lives around. And I'm so excited about what's to come. And I want you guys to continue to growing because I want you guys to come back on my show. I want people to see what you're doing, where you came from, the growth that you've made, and the success that you've had. And you continue to work hard. Let's leave the people with one last thing that you really, really, really want them to know about you.
Well, I want you to know that you can also be what you want to be. Like if you want to be an actress, it's great. Like it can happen. Like if you see somebody and you're like, I can do that. I want to be that like as a career. Then go for it because you can make it happen. And I want people to know that I work hard, and you should work hard too. And if that's what you want to be, then that's what you can be.
And remember this: if you're cool enough and smart enough to get your parents to homeschool you, you can get up at 8:30, 9:30
Right.
on the regular basis and watch your other siblings get out the house and look at them out that one eye and laugh at them
Right.
while they going to school. So everybody. This is Haley Alexander. She's an actress, she's a singer, she's a dancer, and she is another young black girl that rock.
Woo!
And so it's so cool for me, guys, because I'm what you call like a mentor to these young people. And even to some older people, I mentor them, but I don't take it lightly because when you can get in a position where you can affect change and you can affect people's lives and you can inspire them to be better and even be better than you and better than what they ever thought they could be. That's something that you can't take lightly. And I don't take it lightly, the fact that I get to sit here and work with you young people and encourage you to continue to do what you're doing because I'm watching and I'm loving it. And I just want to tell you, you're beautiful, and Izzy and Courtney, you're beautiful, and that's why I was titled Young Black Girls Rock, because I want all the young black girls of color to understand who you are and whose you are, no matter if you're light-skinned, if you're dark-skinned, if you're short, tall, your hair's curly, short, it doesn't matter. Know who you are, take pride in who you are, and be who you are, and you will be successful. So, everybody, Miss Haley Alexander. Thank you. So, guys, one thing that I want you guys to understand, what I think was so cool about this show today, the fact that these young people, that they came out and they showcased their talent, they weren't scared to do it, they were ready, they were willing, and they were ready, because they know that they have a purpose. They have a purpose, and they're going after their purpose. And another thing I really love, the fact that Haley, she brought her siblings on with her. Because it's not always just about us. It's about the people that surround us, the people that's with us, and the people that's inspiring to do even more. And to be selfless enough to say, I'm bringing my brother and sister on the show with me. It speaks a lot to her character and who she is. Once again, this is the Simeon Henderson Show, and I'm giving a voice to the people, and I want you guys to continue to tune in. Make sure you like it, make sure you share it, and make sure you support it. Guys, there's so much buffoonery going on in the world today, whether it's with reality TV, people posting crazy stuff, crazy things happening in politics. The world is so jaded, and there's so many negative things. We need something positive. We need a platform to showcase positivity and let people know that there's more to life than acting a fool. There's more to life than fighting in the street. There's more to life than talking about somebody and putting people down. But we have to learn how to encourage each other to be better. I always say people have to like you. And then I scratch it and say, no, people have to love you. They have to love the thought of you. They have to love who you are, what you stand for, and what you do. And that's when you can be successful, because people are taking note. And I want you to be your best. So thank you so much to my executive producer, Jamani Anamdi, out in Miami. Thank you to Marcus Pfizer and Michael Ballard, Kyle Miller, and Reggie Evans. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. Thank you to all the people that sponsored my clothes by Lolo, Style Me Lolo, and people like at New Life Health, Ben's Barbecue, my buddy KO, all the people that continue to support the show and help us grow to the next level. We're going to continue to do good work. We're going to continue to show the world who we are and what we stand for. It's the Simeon Henderson Show. I thank you guys so much. Make sure you continue to tune in. Hey, and I have a really, really special show coming up. I'm going to be interviewing my buddy, Mr. Waka Flocka, and he's going to be on the Simeon Henderson Show. So make sure you guys tune in so you can get an in-depth look at what's coming up. I have my man Pop is going to be on my show. I have Richard Gallion. I have so many different people coming to the show, and it's a blessing, and I thank God for it. Remember, Philippians 4:13, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Be symbolic. That means simply your best, and being deeply rooted stimulates growth. I'll see you next time on the Simeon Henderson Show. God bless you. Peace.
Woo!